Be well and welcome to Wellness Beyond the Witchlight. Well, guard your well. That's an old 30 Rock joke that I really think is funny. Hi, my name's Philip. I'm the wellness master of this game that is all about positive experiences and good vibes. And surrounding me are some wonderful players. Say hello, wonderful players.
Hello, wonderful players.
There you
Hello.
go. I was hoping at least one person would follow me all the way down the Herringon hole. Get it? Because of what this game's about. Hey guys, I got an idea. How about I open an advent calendar? 13. Oh wait! Blood from a Stone. I gotta do something special because today's the 13th. What special thing should we do to Blood from a Stone? Lauren, are you on headphones right now?
No.
Damn it. Nah, it's fine. All right.
Do a dance, Philip.
Here's what it is. Whatever. No, that's not the fun. All right. Here's 13. Go ahead. Yeah, you can make a suggestion.
How about
So
if
pretty.
we roll a 13 here, it gets added to the Dreadclaw?
You are so sweet to say that. Oh my God, let's do that. Yes, if any of the three of you roll a 13 tonight in the nice
so
game,
evil.
it is going to your game, so cool suggestion. But in addition to that, because of it being the advent calendar, whatever dice is in here is going to be rolled to interesting, haunting effect in this week's Blood from a Stone, in honor of it being the 13th. And what is the 13th? It is... It's hard for me to reach in there backwards. Ooh, it is... Oh, but here, this is exciting. We have a bunny percentile die, which is actually perfect for Blood from a Stone right now, because now, for the first time across all these sets, I finally have a matching percentile set. So now there's bunny rabbits
Wait, there's bunnies in them?
Oh, yeah, there are bunnies on the side. Ooh, pretty bunny. That's the ones column. Here's the tens column. If it's bunnies all across, that means 100, which in Call of Cthulhu is a what we call a fumble, also known as a critical failure. Oh, hey, yeah, Book and Dagger. I don't know if you saw Blood this past week, but oh boy, did something great happen over there. Let me tell you, we had a fumble rolled at the best possible moment. It was just spiritually awakening, and it was amazing. And thanks so much for doing that, Lauren. It was cool. And always, thank you for always picking up the pretty red-haired doll. That's what you do, and it's so appreciated. So this will be a special die on Blood from a Stone this week. But yes, because it is the 13th, I would love for my dear friends here to just inform me if you ever roll a natural 13 during the game tonight. Speaking of this game, I'm also playing much scarier music than I should be for this. This is our upbeat, fun one, despite what happened 2 weeks ago when Fritzy got attacked by ettercaps.
The 13th, it's fine.
They didn't et her whole baseball uniform, but they sure et her cap. I'm happy with it.
I have to go, actually.
It's fine. I appreciate the time you spent.
Good night, everyone.
It's happy to have you here. It's happy to have had Mad Maria last week. I'm okay. I'm okay with what we've got to so far. I've left it all on the table, you guys. So, yes, a couple weeks ago, our intrepid guests here for this all-inclusive wellness experience in the Domain of Delight Prismere that they all signed up for. Everyone signed up for it. They made their way, with Bavalorna's help, to the Palace of Heart's Desire. Upon reaching the gardens, they began exploring. Latara found a needled crown, which kind of hurts to touch. But you kind of have kept it with you. You also, I'll do the full reminder of this. There seemed to be Alexis had found an inscription in Elvish on the ground as you entered. And it says, the lion or the heart must wear the crown, but which one should weigh it down? How interesting. In addition to that, you guys kind of looked in a few places. I think Rival and Alexis, they found a group of people kind of at a pavilion where sort of some of them seemed kind of frozen, quite literally. Others just seemed to be waiting for, kind of on a waiting list to get help from Zybilna, the Archfey of Prismere. And Fritzy went and found some interesting roses. She also found the aforementioned ettercaps who tried to web at her, but Latara decided to bust out the big guns of the witch class, the subclass she is specifically. She opened a bottle of conjuring and has a temporary assistant in the form of an interesting creature type to have chosen, an aberration. The specific aberration was a Burbalang, and you guys named him Ludo? I think I'm actually going to be honest with you here. So, and this is your thing. I believe Fritzy said she said his name should be Ludo, and I think you were just like, uh-huh. So, if you want to call him Ludo, you can, or you can just call him you, whatever you'd like to do. But he chased away the ettercaps. His spectral form was destroyed, but the Burbalang is still here to sort of assist you for the remaining time on that potion bottle. And with that, you guys have looked over a fair bit of the gardens of the Palace of Heart's Desire, although there are some areas you've yet to actually explore. So, based on where you are now, you're kind of back by this rose garden. You've gotten away from there. There is a sort of a little bridge pathway. Alexis actually is able to walk over this bridge, but it is running water and she's not really into it. And kind of just for the convenience of whatever, Alexis and Fritzy, they start having a sort of a conversation about some of the fruit that Fritzy has gathered. And Alexis is, kind of looking at it and trying to sort of see what sort of abjurative powers it has with her kind of constant, her eldritch sight, her at will detect magic. So the two of them go back to the main gates to discuss some things, maybe consult Snailer Swift and Iggy Hop. Not that they'll know anything, just that, they miss him. And Elanius will say that at this point you will sort of venture in. We will have you all gathered at sort of that circle of standing stones that functions as a teleportation circle, which Alexis sort of believed was its function when she was kind of looking about. The unexplored areas of this garden, as far as you can sort of tell of what remains, are there are 2 tall towers here in the garden, one of which seems accessible sort of from the ground of the gardens. There's actually a staircase leading up. The other is kind of high up. There are some windows. You could probably climb up the vines on the outside and go in through. There is also, now that you've kind of been about a little bit, there is a fountain, kind of a small, almost like bird bath sized fountain that no one has investigated, as well as a stump with an axe in it that is not too far from the rose garden. But as we did last time, you've already investigated the pavilion, and Latara, you of course looked over that lake. So my friends, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't realize you were going to do a segue. No, please do.
I'm just sort of, we'll say you're all sort of standing here somewhat in the center of these gardens looking around.
So when you say axe in the tree stump, is it like a wood axe, or?
I'll say that you're actually kind of walking into here for the first time, so if you're just sort of looking around, why don't you make a perception check? Let's see how attractive it is from a distance for you.
That's going to be really low.
Okay.
That's an 8.
You really just kind of see a gnarled tree stump in the distance, kind of across one of the waters, and I'll say that, like, Alexis will mention that there was an axe in it, so you can't even see the axe from here.
Okay.
I would actually like to go and examine that axe.
Wonderful. All 3 of you go do that? Cool.
Sure, I'll follow
It's a
along.
tight formation. 3 flyers all together. Perfect. So the 3 of you go over. There is a small stream, but since none of you are vampiric in nature, you don't have problem crossing running water. And you make it to this tree stump. The tree stump is unusually withered. It seems kind of out of place for such a verdant forest. There is a gleaming great axe embedded within it, kind of just sitting there, and despite how withered and kind of long it seems like it has been here, the axe is just perfectly shiny. Maybe a little condensation on the side from morning dew, but no signs of deterioration.
Can I go and try to pick it up?
Mm-hmm. You absolutely can, except you can't. You pull on it, and it does not come loose.
Having some trouble there.
It's not me, it's this. It's obviously stuck.
It seems.
Does anyone have detect magic?
Alexis can run over. If you, go ahead.
Yes. Oh, wait, she can't cross the stream though, right?
She can't. You don't have Alexis. Wait a second. How mean will I be about this? No, this is the game where I'm nice. Also, it's not me being mean or nice. I'm just looking at math. She doesn't have to. It's so close on the other side of the stream. She can come over, and it's within range of It's within range of her of her detect magic spell that she can do it. Look at the aura around this axe and say transmutation, and just say, okay, thank you. So maybe I should have been the Witchlight Monarch just because I'm the one who everybody needs all the time. Okay, but
well,
you guys are great.
Maybe in 7 years, yes.
Ew, okay. And she just walks away and doesn't appreciate the guff that she's getting from Rival. Great. But yes, she believes there is some transmutation magic on that axe. Why don't you make an Arcana check, Miss Rival?
Okay. 1.
Then, as far as you're concerned, transmutation magic must be the strongest magic there is. because the fact that
Obviously.
it is just nothing. Basically, it. You know what? It should be called illusion magic at this rate, with how you can't pull it out of this stump, you guys.
Well, I can try to give it a shot. And I'll walk over and try to give it a shot.
Elanius, you pull on it. It seems to shift somewhat in your hand, but it does not come free.
Well, I got it a little more out there.
Well, not so easy though, is it?
Well, little more than you managed.
I loosened it up, obviously.
Must have been those witchlight powers you have now.
Latara, is there anything you would like to do to this mysterious axe?
I'll have more steel check it out.
More steel she can kind of come over and she sort of says, your guess is as good as mine. My boyfriend used to say he played the axe in a guitar band that he was doing.
You had a boyfriend?
Oh my god, he's really such an asshole. But stole money from my sister.
Was he a pixie too?
Oh yeah. Left me at an outdoor music festival all alone. I had to walk back from the bus. But the sex was amazing. Anyway, so unfortunately, she is unable to sort of provide you any.
She accomplished everything I wanted her to accomplish.
She accomplished everything before.
Now, since you didn't have us roll, is it? Can I make the presumption that this is not something that we are physically strong enough to just pull out?
Make an athletics check on it. You
Okay.
don't believe you're going to be able to pull it out, but go ahead and I'll let you. I assume you're proficient in that. I'm trying to give you a good roll, basically.
Well, that's a 12. That's not a 13. 17.
It is odd. You feel like it something is strange about this axe. It seems like it is not so much reliant on the act of pulling it out, but the overall ability to kind of consistently pull it out. It's an odd sensation. You basically, I will say, with a 17, you suspect you would.
Do you mean I'd have to pull it out in one grand
You definitely think that it could be pulled out in one grand move, but there's a part of you that feels you probably just don't have, even though you could probably exert enough force to do it, somehow you don't feel strong enough to do it, if that makes sense.
Well, Latara, do you want to try?
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll try.
All right, Latara. Just go to your page real quick. What could he possibly be checking? I mean, it's not I know the answer, but in case numbers are insane. Honestly, Latara, you also are able to sort of shift it slightly, but it doesn't seem to come out in your grasp. Your burbling friend kind of sitting there, just sort of looks it over for a second. Then he just stares at Elanius, kind of 1,000-yard stare, just...
What?
Also, Tyler, do you know about Burbelongs? I suppose I should show you the image of them.
I know a little bit about them.
It's this aberration that's shown up, and he's a real cool guy, and nothing about him is uncomfortable. But he kind of is. He's giving you this look. He's just staring at you, mildly curious, or not curious. He probably knows everything, but he's intrigued to kind of get a glance at you in person. But that's what the dude looks like.
Yeah.
But he's just sort of, kind of wings beating behind him as he stares at it. And he will sort of perhaps say to you, Latara, you're not strong enough.
Okay.
It's quite all right. I wasn't either, so. And neither was Elanius, might I point out.
It's true.
If one were to divide your barbarian's physical power into 16 discrete parts, he would need 2 more to be able to lift it.
Ah, how oddly meta.
I comb the corpses of dead gods in the astral plane. I understand things about the nature of your reality.
Well, you're stuck here with us now, so.
He just kind of turns to Latara. So I would say that you do have a suspicion that a stronger creature could pull this out. Something with a strength of 18.
Well, I've lost interest. Well,
We'll come back once I hit level 4.
Fair enough.
Well, wait. In that case.
Yes, Latara.
Do I have a limit of how many of these?
You
I
have
another bottle.
You have another bottle, and you can only have one out at a time. On the other hand,
So I'd have to switch them out.
If you rest for an hour, you can get 2 more bottles.
Two more back.
Yeah, you guys should
So may as well.
smoke them if you got them. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Could I do a quick meditation
Of course. Actually, just roll a.
to kind of think about go through my memory about what I know about creatures and who I could kind of think of that may fit this profile that I am capable.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
So you kind of go through your thing. Now, did you happen to remember? I'm not sure that I wrote it down myself. Do you know what other creature type you said? I know that you said one was aberrations because that's how you made this. Did you say the other was Fae, maybe? No, you said monstrosity. I know you
went with monstrosity.
You said
or
monstrosity.
Undead or
All right.
monstrosity. Okay, yeah.
You said monstrosity. I actually remember that 100%.
Yeah,
okay,
I know it was
so,
something like.
In that case, please make an Arcana check for me, Latara, as you kind of meditate on the subject, and more steel will sort of will whisper things in your ear, to assist you slightly.
Okay. These are with dice that Pierce made, so.
Oh,
It's a nat 1.
a nat. If it's a nat, wait, was it a nat 1? Because that would be perfect.
that tracks. Oh, wait.
It's not a nat 1.
Ah,
Not great though. You said Arcana?
mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
A 10 is good enough for you
Really?
to err on the side of caution, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
You're going to simply be like, okay, so I just got to go for something that I know is big and beefy. So you're going to try to think of a creature that will have an 18 strength. Okay. Perfect. And all right, perfect. So, yes, there are a few. There are definitely a few creatures that fit the bill here that you kind of are thinking of. So I actually need you. There were 5 over there. Let me see if there's anybody on the next page we should have. This is funny. This is actually really funny. Perfect. Could you roll a d10 for me? So you're gonna uncork this bottle.
I'm going to uncork the bottle. 10.
So you open that bottle. As soon as you do so, your previously summoned Burbelane kind of is like, Ah, well, then I suppose you'll never know the secrets of... When he disappears, kind of in a strange puff of smoke, as your new conjured creature arrives. You rolled a 3 on the die.
3, yeah.
This is honestly a little lame, just because it's not absurd. But suddenly appearing before you, I should roll for, okay, sure. Suddenly appearing before you is this just, incredibly handsome sort of man attached to a horse.
Okay.
He is a centaur. He's attached as one would expect him to be attached to this horse. And he just appears.
Wait a minute, clarify, please.
Yeah. He's sewn off on the side. No, he kind of appears and sort of looks around, and you can tell he has pretty serious kind of muscles. Now, granted, if we're being really honest about this, the centaur's 14 strength is probably not in his arms, it's probably in his whatever, but that's fine. He does have a pike, and they used so anyway. But he kind of just looks at you and kind of raises an eye, and then he does sort of that weird horse dressage bow as he also bows on top, and he begins to speak to you in Sylvan, just sort of saying, do you speak Sylvan, Latara?
I speak Common, Koyori, and Draconic.
Understood. So he speaks to you a bit in Sylvan, just Linguelia.
Just slowly bows.
He sort of says something else in Elvish and then finally in Common. How may I be of service? Did you wish me to feed you grapes?
Oh, hi. Oh, that's actually lovely.
These come
maybe
from
later.
The forests of my home, of course. He just puts them back in his pouch. I'm summoned very often.
I turn to Rival and I'm like, I like him.
Rival's just like, sure, yeah.
Moresteel's like, I don't know, kind of a red flag about this guy. Warning signs, too good to be true sometimes. I don't know.
And then I turn back to him and I'm like, did he say his name?
He is not.
What's your name?
Sunshine.
Oh.
No, that's the red flag right there.
Not my given name, but the name that the leader gave me.
I have a personal connection to the name Sunshine. And,
that's
sorry. More of a red flag for me.
Apologies.
That's what's happening in my brain right now. Okay, so we're past that, and so then I'm like, we just needed you to. We were wondering. You look really strong and everything, so we were wondering if you could pull this out for us.
The axe. I see. Yes, of course.
Yes.
Sure. He kind of clops over. Now, there's an interesting vibe here, because you guys have met a being akin to this before, but she was not centaur. And in fact, I would say that Rival kind of, you especially having been worried about Diana Cloppington, you can definitely tell that the way she was attached to a horse is different than the way that this kind of horse-human hybrid appears to sort of be structured. There was some weird... She looks more glued together or something, and he looks he's neither fully human nor horse in his side. It's clearly a distinct thing.
It makes sense.
Yes. But he just says, you simply wish me to draw this?
Yes.
Wonderful. He just puts his hands on the axe, looks back, pulls it up. I'm gonna actually have him make a performance check.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna try to make eye contact with Latara and go.
And he rolls a 17 on a performance check. So it's a pretty cool, and his hair kind of flies, Is this all you needed?
Yeah, do we need anything else?
No, not from you. Thank you. We appreciate your...
I'm here to serve. And while I'm here to serve, I was wondering if anyone wanted to hear about the leader and some of his ideas. They're really cool.
No, thank you.
Who's the leader?
Don't you guys want some grapes?
Oh, I have grapes as well.
Who's the leader?
The leader is the one who leads. He's such a wise man. He has ideas about the way societies in the Feywild and elsewhere should be, and I help him a lot. And I can get you a meeting with the leader if you want to know him. He's an amazing guy.
Oh.
What's the leader's name?
Oh, I just call him the leader or sir.
Is he like a guru?
He is like a guru, but also so much more. And also just, well, not a human, but just a humanoid, you know. Amazing person. I can get you all in on the guest list if you'd like. Did you want grapes after all?
We've been invited to a lot of parties lately.
Well, this is not a party, even though it also is a party. This is more a way of being, a way of doing things. It's it's a community of.
In a wellness program.
Like we're already, yeah.
Something.
Wait,
We're looking
what
for
wellness program are we in?
Some hourglass garbage.
Wait a second. No. Is this Prismere? Oh shit.
Yes.
Yes. Why?
You should get out of here. This place is dangerous. The Archfey here is. Wait.
Oh, well, that's who we're looking for. Do you know where she is?
Are we in?
What?
Are we in her palace?
Yeah.
We're in the gardens, but...
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the leader's gonna make me flagellate myself so much later for being here. Oh no.
Why?
Oh, this is. Oh, you guys should. You seem so lovely. Let's trot out of here, and I'll feed you grapes elsewhere. This is not a good place to be.
Why would he flagellate you?
I'll have to flagellate myself while he watches. Sometimes he flagellates himself while he watches me flagellate.
Okay,
Sometimes
but
we
why do you
flagellate each
flagellate?
other. It's a
That
mutual.
word, I know it's
yes.
not inherently bad, but let's stop.
Red flags. Known guys like this before. Followed one to California once was one. Lived in a van. It was very crazy. He's like, but seriously, if you're messing with, Z, bad news.
Okay, why?
You know who she really is, right?
Who?
Who is she really?
I'm not gonna say it here, but if you guys don't know, because she's freaking here. Oh God.
Can you write it down?
Does it begin with Z?
Her real name does not begin with Z.
What does it begin with?
What letter?
Are you gonna start puking up sap as well?
No, do you want me to?
No.
Interesting. Well. Okay, I'll tell you what letter her first name begins with. Wait. Should I tell you the first letter or the first letter of what she goes by? You know what I mean? She has one of those
Why
names
can't you just tell us?
Like the something?
No, like how God, what's a good example of this? I don't know many sort of just
Mrs.?
Common colored name. No, common names. Let's see.
Or is it like a really fake sounding name like Sunshine or something?
It's
or...
No, Sunshine is my true name. It's the name that the leader found for me. See, the leader has actual insights into how things should be structured and the role that, sort of virile men like myself should play and kind of the natural order of things. It's very important that we all sort of play our right role in the community. And if some people have more wives than others or more husbands than others, that's fine. Anyway...
Does she have lots of wives or husbands?
The leader? Well, he has many wives and husbands, yes.
No, the Z.
Probably
Z.
the most, I'd imagine.
I doubt she's ever loved anyone in her life, because she's...
Is this one of those things that, like, you're just upset because you have one cult and you're jealous of the other cult and the two cults don't like each other?
All right, to be perfectly honest, because I only say this because I'm compelled to obey you, since you technically summoned me here, which great work, by the way. Shall I feed you grapes while I pour my heart out? Anyone?
That would be lovely.
Oh, wonderful. He starts feeding you grapes, and as he's doing so, he's kind of just basically expressing.
Can I just wait? I will grab the grapes out of his hand
Yeah.
and hand them to Latara. Don't take them from his hand.
Oh,
Where's the fun in that?
exactly.
That's not how the leader would do it. You would spend
I'm not your leader.
you would spend a lot of time in the isolation hut, I think.
Oh gosh.
You're about to spend a lot of time in front of my fist if you don't be quiet about that. But do tell us her true name.
I wouldn't dare. But in answer to your question, mistress, he kind of makes a point of not obeying you, rival, and sort of turns back to Latara. Yes, I as it so happened, I did attempt to enjoy working here in Prismere under the Archphase. But then I found out about what she's really up to. And thank God I found the leader.
Can I use intimidation to get him to tell me her name?
Make an intimidation roll.
Oh man. It is 17.
17. I will roll I'm gonna roll a wisdom save against that, because that's a fun way to do it. Oh no, that's a centaur colored. 17?
Mm-hmm.
18, I rolled.
Yeah.
He goes, ooh, you're tough. You know, maybe I don't think the leader would like you. You're too spirited.
What is her name?
I really don't want to say it. I don't want to draw her focus. The fact that I'm here and she hasn't, done her horrible stuff. The point is, you should be very careful, madam, about whose domain you're in. This is a bad place to be.
Well, we were summoned here by her.
Oh, wow. Oof, it's bad news. She's using you for her little experiments, probably.
Latara, can't you tell him what to do?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I like people to have free will.
That's why you are such a wonderful person. And just with the leader's guidance, you can understand how to take some of those wrong ideas about free will and apply them in the right way.
Now, hold on. If you won't tell us the name, you said you found out she was up to something.
What I'm trying to determine is I'll give you an initial. That's fine. I'm just not sure if I should use. I'll tell you what. I'll do both. Her full name starts with this letter, and then in the grass, kind of with a hoof, creates a backwards but legible N. But the name she's known for is more like her main name is. And then
That we would maybe recognize.
he makes a T.
Tatiana? Titania?
Let's not guess out loud here. Maybe
T isn't just short for the, right?
no. That's it's
okay.
the it's like I'm trying to think of a nickname where they do it like this. You know how like
Said either of those? Like, was he freaking out?
when you said Tatiana, he did a like you're not close, but you're flirting with something, and he wants to direct you elsewhere. But he will sort
What
of
about
mention
Titania?
that one. He was less like bothered
Okay.
by, but he sort of indicates she's it's the nicknames like oh god, let me think of a human one. You know how some humans are named something like Anthony, but they go by Tony, or Elizabeth goes by Beth. You know.
Tanya.
That seemed even more to you, Latara, like you're flirting with something close, but not quite
Something
there.
like Natalia or something like that.
Ooh.
Talia!
But
Holly.
you know what's great is maybe the leader should maybe we should go to the leader. I bet I can find us a Fey passage
I don't know.
to his
I
domain.
feel like we've met with a lot of different gurus and masters and leaders and queens.
But this one's really cool, and he does a really good job of looking you over and seeing your weaknesses and making you suffer for them, and that way you become stronger.
That does sound interesting.
Horrible.
Like all my insecurities, he's explained them and picked them apart in front of me, while everyone else watches in the hut of shame.
Everyone has to go through the hut of shame.
Learning experience.
Many of us have to go through several times, and the classes are so expensive.
How many times did you have to go through?
The hut of shame?
Yes.
About 8 times.
Oh.
Which is actually slightly below the average.
Okay. Now, you said you found out some plan she had planned. What would that have been?
She just does weird experiments because she's not really an archfey. You understand? She's she is, but that's not her main thing. She's doing magic.
Don't all archfays do magic?
Well, yes, but you know what I mean.
I
She's
don't
doing
know what you mean.
Other kinds. Okay. Do you want me to feed you grapes? Is this really just no one's gonna...
Oh, food tastes like ash in my mouth.
Well,
Don't
oh my god.
feed anyone.
That's what we do. The leader, everyone feeds something else. That's how it works. Until whoever is wearing the cap of lowness, that person only feeds and isn't fed. And then they starve. Just as the leader intended.
You're having way too much fun making this up.
It was delightful. I want the rest of the campaign to just be this cult.
Me too, kinda.
Can we just go from cult to cult to
Yeah.
cult?
Just
Oh,
find
gosh.
new cult scams and things. Absolutely. In any event, he basically, kind of, the summary of sort of what he's saying is he doesn't know of a specific plan. He seems to know of that she's not what she appears to be. She's up to other things. And certain names you've said, like Natalia, short for Talia, he was like, oh boy. That being said, you didn't have any sense around the area of any sort of, dark presence or anything odd like that. So, nothing seemed to be punishing him for what he was saying, in other words. Is there any other things you need my strong muscles to perform for you? Back rubs, anyone? We do a lot of back rubs with the leader, too.
Dora, no.
I love back rubs.
Well, listen, at least let me just give you a back... He comes up behind you. He's already sitting high, so you don't even have to sit down, and he'll just start giving you a back rub. And it's a good back rub. Yeah, it's a good back rub. He's rolling well. I mean, he has a lot of
So
practice.
nice. You should try it, rival.
No, don't touch me.
What about a temple massage just below the horns?
No.
All right.
Do you do scalp massage?
Absolutely. He'll start giving you a scalp massage.
I love this.
We're still like, this is wrong, this is a bad idea. Still going to my spank bank, but not... Anyway. Oh, more steel. She's lived a life, I'll tell you that.
I know. I was just gonna say. I was like, I want to watch Morsteel's life in movie form.
I feel like the first part is almost famous. And the second part's like... Anyway. But he will sort of, he's here to serve you for a while yet if you need. He certainly is, he can run pretty fast and can hit and take stuff off of tall shelves if necessary. So,
maybe we should take a closer look at this axe.
Oh, this axe, of course. If you once again summon over your girl Alexis, who sees the centaur, and I honestly don't know her reaction, so I'll just go with that. Ew. Ew. Ew, rival. But she will look at the
That's
axe.
what I'm saying.
And, I'll actually just roll this for her thing. What's a good rival dice? Oh, I actually know exactly what she uses for her dice, so I'm gonna roll my closest look-alike. It would be that one over there. Alright. Ooh, that's good. It's 17 plus. Yeah, so Alexis will kind of go, okay, this is a +1 axe, and you don't have to attune to it, but if you're either hitting a plant creature or a plant or something made of wood, it does an extra 2d6 slashing damage. It's called the Woodcutter's Axe. I don't want it because it's a big axe, and she walks away.
Well, if no one else is any good at using big axes, I'll take it.
This really feels like an Olanius thing. But rival, that shouldn't stop you from taking it like you did all those other weapons.
No, I have quite enough weapons, thank you.
That is true.
And you can even use about half of them.
I can use all of them. I'm attuned to everything.
In fairness, she's like a ranger. So she's proficient in everything.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, she took the rapier from the rogue, which okay, but yeah. In any case,
Sweet.
but you do have a woodcutter's axe. So basically, yes, it is a +1 axe. You can probably find it on, actually, I should have allowed content from this, so if you search for that in your ad equipment, you should find the woodcutter's axe.
Okay.
And it is not attunement, which is always nice. So where to now? You have Latara. He's giving you a back rub or a scalp massage just until you say you're good.
I wait till the last possible second when everyone's
Latara.
moving forward.
Elanius is probably kind of playing with, checking out his new axe. Rival's just standing there. Alexis and Fritzy are still back there chatting with Iggy Hop and Snailer Swift. They're congratulating Snailer Swift for setting a record for it was a 10-minute long, kind of single step that she took. It kind of set a record. Anyone? No. It's interesting because it's a step she'd already taken, but she did it again for some reason. These Taylor Swift jokes landing for anybody out there. Anyway, so
Are we sure we don't need him to come along with us? If there's other really big objects.
I'm here to serve you, madam. I'm here for approximately feels like 37 more minutes. So I'll go wherever you want me to go. He's doing the sides of the shoulders now, doing that action. Yeah,
it could be nice.
It really can be. And
Did we get to your name?
Sunshine.
Sunshine, right? Oh my goodness, it's so nice.
Well, this is only half of what we do with the leader. So you come by sometime. It's
We won't be, Latara. We won't be.
The bonfires are fantastic.
Nope.
I
No.
love bonfires.
I will
They're
make
really
you a
nice.
bonfire. We don't have to go to theirs.
Hey, maybe we should check out one of those towers, huh?
Yes, let's do that.
Head to one of the towers. If you go to, so actually, there's one of the towers is quite near to where you currently are. And if you sort of just kind of head back over that way, you see that there are stairs hugging the tower's outer wall. They go up about 10 feet. There is a double door that is closed. There is a bronze plaque above the door reading the word envy. In common, so you can all see it.
And I'm sorry, you said the door was closed.
The door is closed.
Can we do a general investigation? I know. Does anyone have detect magic? Or
Alexis
general
will come
investigation?
over and do a quick
Okay.
detect magic for you.
Cool.
No problem. She's kind of she's probably complaining about it at this point a fair bit, but
Probably.
actually roll an insight check.
Okay. Not great.
Okay. I'm going to do this based on her...
Another 10.
A 10, eh? What would her passive deception be? All you get the sense of is that she's like, she feels so busy and she's got so much to do. This is so tiresome.
Okay. Since I said that, I was like, Alexis, it seems like you're really tired. Sunshine gives really good massages.
Oh no.
Ooh, Latara. Ew, but it's great that you've got someone right now that's really cool for you to do. I date a vet. It's fine. And she just kind of veterinarian, not okay. She just heads over. Also a farmer guy. He had a beard and he looked different when he didn't. Whew. Anyway. Does anybody else want to insight her? Or at this point, does anyone even care why Alexis is mad? She's mad about something every 5 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah, it seems about normal.
Sure, yeah. So, you see these steps leading up. Thanks to her sort of thing, she will mention that that door has no magic on it of any kind. So as far as magical side, she sees no traps. If you would like to go up and just investigate it, Latara, you can certainly do so. For like mundane traps or whatever.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool.
Should I roll
I will be right
investigation?
back.
Just roll investigation. Yeah.
13. Oh, not natural though.
Oh.
Dang it.
I got so excited. Great. Checking
Not that
out.
I want them to suffer.
It's
I
okay.
want us to suffer.
They can suffer.
It's fun.
As you investigate this door, Latara, you
Have you ever
do
had
not.
your head blown up? Because I didn't think that was fun.
Yeah, that was really bad. That was when I will say perhaps the most shocking death. I mean, I killed people the first time. I killed people in fights, but it was always like combat was going on and people died. The probably the first just terrible death I did was to Laura. Was to Alice.
I love that character.
She loved that character, and you didn't see that.
To level 1.
Yeah, and you didn't see that coming at all because he just
No,
he
it
just
saw it. It was out of nowhere.
he popped her head just he was all yeah. Anyway,
Well,
but that's
Heidi Holly got ripped limb from limb
yeah.
as well. I mean, not as bad, but
Yeah.
still.
In
That
any
was my
case,
first character.
be well, everyone.
And it was because
Join us on Fridays.
It's only because I was in love with the devil.
You were just in
I was
love with
dating the
a wonderful
devil.
Dark Lord, just the Stone Man. It was the Stone Man loved you, and he took you away, and it took the Stone Man almost an hour and a half to become obsessed with someone else after that. He really thought about you for a long time.
Not happy.
Friday nights, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's a Friday night show. But Latara, with your role, you see no sort of mundane traps on the doors.
Okay,
The door
cool.
seems to be
I let everyone know.
okay. Do you want me to open the door in case there's
Yes.
some horrible effect that would hurt you, madam?
I mean, I don't want you to do that.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. That and to
Oh, okay.
maybe open your minds a little bit to the leader's ways.
I love opening my mind to things.
Not
He just like takes your shoulders again, you know, like you would just have such a good time. We would love to have you there.
So cool.
Yeah. He clip ups the steps. Dramatically opens the doors. Kind of like pushing his bare chest out, ready to just get struck by stuff. His golden locks kind of flying back behind him, his tail flapping in the thing. There's no effect. He glances in and says, "If you like to see beautiful things, you should come in here and look at this."
Insight.
Go ahead, roll an insight.
Is he talking about himself?
Is that what the insight
Is he naked in there?
Well,
There's a mirror.
he is naked because he's not wearing a shirt, but he's like
I guess he is naked. 21.
With a 21, you sense no malice on his part. He seems to be he seems to genuinely think that the scene within is beautiful.
He's definitely naked.
But he's just standing. I mean, he is naked in the sense that the bottom half of him is a horse, and I mean, horses you can see everything.
Accentuating his nudity then.
Yeah, he's kind of putting anyway. He's
okay. I enter then.
Understood. What you see within is a pretty sort of interesting. It's kind of overgrown and sort of striking, but there's something certainly beautiful about the space. And in the middle of it is this just hulking lion made of iron, sort of standing on this pedestal, kind of a green sort of illumination from its eyes and its open mouth. There's oak trees kind of growing in throughout this sort of structure, rays of light coming down from the canopy above. When you get up there, Latara, you hear the creaking of metal, and the iron lion looks at you and says, "You can call us envy."
Okay. Envy. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Envy.
Do you seek an audience with us?
I look back at Rival and Alanius.
We can ask them if they know. We can ask them if they know where Zabilna is.
Yes.
Then you may make your offering to us.
Oh, what kind of things do you like?
What an intriguing quest, Juntu. Ask us.
I get you, like if I'm getting someone a gift, I want to get them a right gift.
We do not know what we like.
Those are the kind of people that are so hard to get gifts for.
We like questions.
Oh.
We liked when you asked us questions.
Questions count as an offering?
Apparently.
Oh.
Makes us think for once.
Would you be able to get us a meeting with Zabilna?
Mistress has not spoken to us in a while.
Do you know where she is?
We do not know. Maybe in her tower.
Okay.
Has not come to see us in a long time.
When was the last time she came to see you?
"60 changes of the skylight."
Oh wow, yeah, that is a long time.
Give or take it.
60. Do you remember what she came to see you for?
changed the locks.
What locks?
In the palace, many doors are locked by signs which correspond to envy or the other.
Who's the other?
Wrath is.
Oh. Envy, wrath.
And in fact, Latara, because it has been a minute since we played,
Damn
you
I had
do.
one more question.
Oh no, you're you can ask that, but you
Okay.
you do sort of recall a riddle that you heard, and I would like you to make
I do.
make like a investigation or history check, kind of as you
Okay.
work your
It's
mind
the
out.
the one with the Cloppington, right?
Oh no, this was much more recent.
Oh, okay.
This was from some fish who were
Did
not
you say?
fish.
Oh, right. Investigation.
Investigation.
I wrote that down somewhere. 18, 21.
21. The riddle you were told by the fish was the beginning of whenever, the end of ever after, the start of an age, the finale of every moment, the first in history. And with a 21, you think that perhaps the letters spelled out in that.
Like each letter. Wait.
The beginning of whenever,
Oh, wait.
the end of ever after.
Oh, yeah.
The finale
The
of every
beginning.
moment. The first in history. Riddles in D&D games are always weird, especially when they happen weeks apart.
And I don't even think I was here to hear that one.
You were not here to hear that one. It's
Wait,
also
there was also a begin. What was after? What was the third one?
the
There's
start
A,
of an
right?
age.
Age.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's wrath.
Wrath. And upon saying that word wrath, you have this sense of great enmity between envy and wrath. Ooh, how odd.
Then I'm gonna ask. Do you know? Z's first name. Her first name. Or her real name.
Her name is Zabilna.
Do you know her by any other name?
Only as the mistress.
Okay. Are there any other, you said there's your envy and there's wrath. Is there greed? Or lust? Or
Gluttony.
that one?
Only wrath and
Pride.
envy have been chosen to be guardians.
Oh. How did you get chosen?
We were made to serve this purpose by our Queen Zabilna.
Got it. Do you guys have any questions?
There are others. Not just wrath and envy, correct?
I know only, we know only wrath and envy.
Where is Wrath?
In that other tower. And kind of gestures sort of through the doors and the tower on the other side. Seems to be the Tower of Wrath.
Well, this has been lovely.
Now,
It,
when you
it, it was a lion in the middle, right?
It is a lion who is speaking with you.
Oh, why did I thought it was another creature for some reason. Never mind, ignore me.
All good. It is a lion who is speaking to you.
what does Wrath look like?
Wrath is not unlike the bottom half of that one. And with this, Envy sort of gestures ahead toward sunshine. But with wings upon them.
Do they go by anything else? Like leader?
I don't think so, but I do not know them. We do not. Envy's supposed to use
Got it.
plural. I don't know why.
When you say that Zybilna came to you to talk about changing the locks that use Envy and Wrath, what does that mean?
There's a crown that can be placed upon us. When it changes what its form is, turning from sharp needles into gold and changing which doors inside are now opened. But if it is put on the wrong head, the crown and the one wearing it are banished.
Don't put that crown on, Latara.
Did we see her put on the crown? We don't even know she has it, right?
Oh,
I
that's
don't
a
think
good
anyone
question.
knows that Latara has the crown. She did try to put it on and nothing happened to her.
Oh,
But you're muted.
I don't think she is. I heard her. Who's muted?
Oh,
What does the crown do? Exactly.
Opens doors held deep within the palace.
How? Cool.
I want Envy to be like, have you ever played a 90s RPG? Like on a Super Nintendo? It's like you click the thing and that opens half the doors. I also wait. Yeah, no, that's fine.
so does Wrath have the crown now?
I do not know which has worn it last.
and you're sure it's not made out of butterflies that disappear and
No, that is the crown of Witchlight Monarch.
okay, just checking. Just checking.
So, to open the doors, you just put on the crown in front of the door?
To open the doors that bear my visage, put the crown upon my head.
Your head?
Hmm.
And then we can open any door?
When the crown on my head is then resting, are the doors that bear the face of Wrath closed?
Yeah, so we need to find the crown, and then we need to figure out which doors we actually need to unlock, bring the crown back, and put it on whichever statue's doors we want to unlock.
And you get the sense that I'll sort of, just because it's the way it's described is weird. Half half the doors are open right now. If you put the crown on the head of the open doors, that thing will be banished along with the crown. So you can only put it on the head of the one that is closed.
So let's not mess up.
Exactly.
I'm so confused.
Is there a map with all of the doors on it?
Probably.
That you know of. Is there any way to indicate how we should navigate through these doors? At all?
Probably.
That you know of.
We don't.
Perfect.
I don't know if it's helpful. And Latara kind of opens her bag and slightly pulls the crown out. But I have the crown.
Oh.
Is this the crown? Envy?
It is.
It's a good thing you didn't put it on.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah. Definitely a good thing.
put it on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't he? Didn't
You
Envy
must
say?
not be a guardian. In that case, then.
What is
Oh,
that?
only the guardians are banished. If
Oh,
you
so
put it.
I'm banished? Oh, I'm not a guardian.
Now I'm confused.
Yes, it is because you are not. So you are not one of the guardians. If you put it on the wrong guardian, you kind of ruin the whole locking system.
Got it. Okay.
Why it's like this? Feywild nonsense. That's why.
Cool.
Envy kind
Alright,
of
well.
yawns. Will you put the crown upon my head now?
Well, before we do that, we should probably find out which doors we actually need opened.
Yeah, let's figure that out first.
There. Envy kind of just thank you for your questions. Like and subscribe.
Okay, guys. What exactly do we do?
Well, we
I
could.
don't want to mess it up.
I don't either.
We just have to find doors with either the lion or the horse creature on it. We don't know what Wrath fully looks like yet. So we should maybe check. And don't put it on the statue whose doors are open, because that'll mess up the whole thing. But if we put it on the other statue, the open doors will close, and the closed doors will open.
Of course.
The Feywild, everybody.
Sunshine's just nodding like, this makes perfect sense. Is this really, you guys don't follow this? Maybe I should
Does
feed you
the-
grapes and explain it, or
Yeah.
the
Does
leader
the
can
leader
explain it.
use a lot of locking mechanisms like this?
No, we don't lock any doors, except for the leader's doors, which he locks whenever he needs privacy.
What does the leader look like?
Hope.
God damn it, Philip.
How do you describe the smell of a dream? That's the leader.
Oh my gosh.
Physically, what does he look like physically?
Yeah. Like, is he a centaur? With wings, perhaps?
Roll a if it hasn't been clear yet, roll a D100 for me, Lara.
2.
2.
Yeah.
That could not be better for your situation.
In a good way for us or in a good way for you?
It's a good way for whatever. It's a good way for a story.
Fair.
The leader, his feathers are just beautiful. They're just so bright, but also dark. He's just very, and his beak is just incredibly sort of, just regal looking. And he's just, when his sharp eyes kind of see you from so far away, you can sense that his plumage is just so hope. What else am I describing? Trust.
A bird.
Wisdom.
A big bird.
Yes, a bird. If we want to put labels on everything. Oh my gosh. Yes. He's an Aarakocra. Okay.
Do I know what that looks like?
I would say you've seen an Aarakocra in your time or two.
Envy said that the creature, that Wrath had wings, but what else did they say?
They said it seemed to have the body of a horse.
Okay. So it was more like a centaur with wings, or like a Pegasus, or a unicorn.
Probably
or like
more in like a Pegasus type side of thing from what you've
Pegasus.
heard thus
Okay.
far.
Okay.
So
And it's
probably
just
not
like-
Wrath.
That
just
potentially
seems to
hypocrite.
be-
You
Wrath just seems to be the other statue, like Envy. I don't.
Yeah.
You don't think Wrath is the leader. I'll say that. From what you don't. The leader is probably not in this domain of delight. The leader's in another one. Just
You know
being
what,
awesome.
Latara? I don't think that would be an ideal situation for you. Just a wild guess. Maybe not
What?
a leader, because you and the.
Oh,
That's why I said it was perfect. But the
Maybe-
leader is so good at it's just talking to animals.
I don't know. I'm really bad with that.
With
We're
what?
Also,
I'm sure that you are good with what you need to be good with.
she is.
And that with proper leadership from the leader, you can
No,
unlock your full
I don't
potential.
know.
Absolutely
has
not.
has he unlocked your full potential, Sunshine?
Of course. Sunshine will kind of give you a look, though, Latara, and say, but if there are things that are keeping you back, perhaps they're up here. And he kind of, like, touches your temple and kind of, gives you, like the half rub of a scalp massage or whatever. He goes, or perhaps they're... He kind of points to Rival. Some people can be, what's a good word? Suppressive. Some persons can be very suppressive. Or some tieflings. We call them STs.
Hey Alexis, this guy is speaking your language.
STs.
Suppressive tieflings. That make me happy.
Like saints?
No, the opposite. But we don't like labels like that. Other than the strict hierarchy that the leader has explained to us, we don't believe in hierarchies.
Right.
In any case, how else can I serve you? Should I carry you? I'm very strong, as evidenced by when I pulled that axe out for this guy who couldn't do it on his own, on account of he's dead.
I'm
Oh,
good
well,
for
that's
fine.
true.
I'm fine for now.
What about you, ST? Would you like me to carry you?
Absolutely not.
That's good, because that keeps your energy away from mine. It means I'll have to spend less time in the hut of purification.
Yeah, is this little
When is this time up?
Oh no, this journey is going to really I'm gonna pay
Yeah.
for this bad.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yes.
But would the leader know?
Oh well, I'll tell him. Of course, I would never keep a secret from the leader.
That's actually pretty admirable.
Of course it is. Yes, no, you have to tell the leader everything.
He's
No, well, I just
brainwashed.
mean like honesty in general.
Oh, well, not to other people, to the leader, of course.
I see. I see. Okay.
And to my current mistress.
Anyway,
I assume you guys have kind of like half stepped out of that tower.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what's
think
the
so.
next plan?
What were the other points of interest around us? The other tower.
The other
or so
tower,
tower.
and there was a I don't even know what its deal is. There's like a little marble fountain. Just kind of there was like a fountain you guys saw in the distance. Kind of bird bath sized fountain.
Shall we go to the other tower?
May as well confirm what
check
Wrath
it out.
looks like.
Perfect. All right, you go to the other tower. Now, the interesting thing about this tower is that there is a 10-foot high sort of walkway, kind of like that is the fence on the further side. Kind of you guys are sort of in the you're kind of in like the southwestern part, kind of south. Southwest by westerly, whatever. Point is, the other tower is on the east side, but it is raised up the entrance about 10 feet, and it's on a like a walkway. There's no stairs within. The walkway seems to extend from out of the castle. Nevertheless, there are a lot of like bushes and vines, so you don't think it would be difficult to climb up. Would probably just require like an athletics check.
Okay.
You don't think that a centaur can get up there easily, however.
Oh, what a shame. What an absolute shame.
I don't mind being left behind. I know that ultimately the leader will come for me when I'm needed.
That's
Hey,
my
rival,
hope too.
maybe you can stand on his back and like reach.
Absolutely not. No.
I would rival. I would happily lift you up.
No.
That's what we do in the leader's
Nope.
tutelage. We lift people up.
I'm not a people. I'm a tiefling.
That's true. And an ST
I'm some tiefling.
But
apparently.
you're
Since we're being othered here.
But rival, the point is, you could be more.
I don't want to be more.
Oh.
I'm happy with who I am.
Spoken like a true ST. The point is, he tries to take your shoulders. Do you pull away or do you let him do like a deep gaze?
I will, but I would like to actively intimidate as he does this.
Basically, so he kind of puts his hands on your shoulders, and he basically just goes, "Don't sell yourself short. You can be so much more if you try."
I'll shrug him.
I see so much potential in you, rival.
I'll like shake him off and go to where the
Vines are?
you said there were vines?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do an athletics check.
Make an athletics check to climb up the vines.
Yeah, I'd like to attempt to climb them as well.
16.
16, you do manage to get up. There's a couple like points where you're like, but you get up and without any real trouble.
21.
21, Elanius kind of without any issue, just kind of some of the vines pull, a few even snap in your hand, but you're just like, whatever, grab onto a little broken thing, and you two, without any issue, deposit yourselves up on top of this walkway. There is another double door leading with a bronze plaque over it with the word Wrath in common.
Can I knock on the door?
You may. You hear some moving around sounds for a moment. Enter.
I will enter.
The doors open, and standing on a pedestal in a tower filled with hawthorns, just a full thicket, kind of similar vibe, kind of shafts of light shining down from above. You see an interesting creature, rival. I'd like for you to actually make me a nature check. You might be proficient in that, being a ranger and all.
Nope.
Nope. Are you? You're probably not better in Arcana, right? Then yeah, nature's fine.
No, yeah. I'm better at animal handling.
That would not be this.
13.
Nat?
No.
Fucking Christ. Fine.
10 plus
Could I
13.
help her? Could I help her with nature?
So you actually are
don't
not
know what's
here
happening.
right now,
Okay.
unless
Alright.
they have climbed up a wall. So you can either try to climb up, or you could let Rival declined Sunshine's offers to sort of hoist her up. But if you would like for him to hold you up and kind of help you climb, I would actually say no check would be required. He could probably get you high enough that you could scramble.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
Of course. He sort of helps you get up there. I really can't climb up there, but that's okay. I'm very comfortable with my limitations and my corresponding strengths.
Hey, you know what? That's good for him, man.
That is, yes. Such a good quality to have.
The leader has really shown me what I'm good at and what I'm bad at. So, in any case, yes, with that, you can go ahead. So roll that again, Rival, at advantage, that nature check you just made.
Oh, thank you. Nope. 8.
Worse? Okay.
Worse.
Then a 13. What you see before you, as you open this door, in this room of hawthorns, is an iron statue, same kind of build as what Envy the Lion was. It doesn't really look like a horse. It looks more like a heart. Not like a heart, but like a, heart, like a stag. However, it has wings. Something about the way its legs are bent seems wrong. You know of creatures in the mountains that are winged sort of stags, basically. With a 30, you don't quite remember their names. They're akin to griffins or hippogriffs, but they're unpleasant things, and this thing seems to be made in their image. But its head is very much that of a heart with kind of antlers atop, but it has these big wings, and in fact, it kind of spreads them out above you and says, "Bow before us."
I'll do not a bow, but I'll nod my head.
Same.
Latara likes to respect people's traditions and beliefs, so I do a full bow.
Okay. You do kind of like the debutante ball, okay. I want Rival and Elanius to roll performance checks. It seems like you're trying to project a certain amount of respect, but you're not going to bow. So let's see how well this goes. Latara has done a lot of good because she's bowed low. Elanius, what did you have?
Sorry, 15.
15, okay.
And once again, I rolled a 12. Can't get those 13s.
Damn it to hell. Rival, what do we got?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you roll a performance check?
Yeah, I had a 12.
12, okay. He sort of kind of gives a dark look at Elanius, but then focuses on Rival. These kind of, glow green sort of mist, odd color, and it honestly smells kind of it's noxious fumes are in its mouth and eyes. This creature is getting much closer to you than Envy ever did. And but as it's here, it sort of it kind of gives Elanius it snarls, but then turns to you and it's just, "Bow before us."
She'll bow quickly.
We deserve that. We are wrath. And kind of just gets back on its position.
It's so nice to meet you, Wrath.
Yes, it would be.
We are looking for Zybilna.
Yes. This I can see.
And we were wondering if perhaps you, with all of your infinite knowledge and power
Yes.
and fortitude and just overall incredible vibe, if you would happen to know where we may find her. Because we are but poor, measly creatures.
I am what you say I am,
Yes.
but I don't know where she is. Right now.
When did you know where she was?
Back then, sometime. I've been busy.
Well, Pride had seen her, so I was just hoping that you would have some.
Do you mean Envy?
I do.
And it also would make infinitely more sense for the lion to be named Pride. So
Yeah, but I was reading the chat, and they said it sounds more. This one sounds more like Pride, actually. Anyway, yes, Envy happened to know where she had been. And
there's this
so I
there's
just
this
assumed that
gout
you and all of your majesty
of this just like the gas just spews, this green gas spews out of the mouth of this heart, this cloud of it sort of like settling. It doesn't really hover on any of you, but it's extremely potent as it kind of sweeps over you. It smells very strong, very smells like it's not something you want to smell.
So I'm just assuming that you don't have any information then. What a shame. I was so looking forward to meeting you because I've heard so much.
As you should have. Now you've done so.
Well, I
You
was just
are
wondering.
lucky.
Yes, and I was just wondering.
Now say thank you.
Thank you for your hospitality and the incredible aroma that you have bestowed upon us. However, I was just wondering if you might want to give us some information, because, we did get helpful information from Envy.
True.
Been a while since I've seen Sir Bilna.
16 turns of the light.
That sounds about right. Yeah, give or take, sure.
Did Zybilna habitually visit both of you at the same time? Or on the same nights?
She could pass through doors without assistance, but she'd change which doors were oped for others.
Through you?
Through the crown she'd switch between our heads.
And neither of you have the crown right now. So does that mean everything is locked?
I don't think that would be what is happening.
And to be clear, there is only one crown.
Yes, and if you put it on the wrong head, it and whoever wears it will be banished. So don't mess it up.
I still don't know how not to mess it up.
Right there with you.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to see the locked doors to see which sigils are unlocked, but we can't get into the palace to see the doors.
I
We
mean,
haven't tried.
you haven't walked into the
have we not
bayou.
tried? Okay, then
Yeah.
maybe we can.
Yeah, I feel like this is a situation of in the video game, it's like you just literally haven't walked like up to that one thing or whatever. Yeah, you have not really ventured into the palace at all to investigate where doors might be. And in fact, you now are up on like a walkway kind of 10 feet up, and you can climb on these vines. There is a set of doors on the other side of this leading into like the palace. It's not the main gates you saw kind of up a bit from the distance, but
And is there a sigil on it?
you didn't inspect it.
Oh, okay. Well, quick question.
I am growing tired of these questions.
Well,
Envy really liked the questions.
That means that dumb Envy is a moron.
Oh.
exactly. So you love these questions, don't you?
No, I just said that I do not like them. Flies down again, kind of up in your face.
Okay. Anyway, so if we were to put the crown on your head, what would happen to you?
If I haven't had it last, you'll open all the doors within that bear my visage?
Yes, I was just checking to see if you knew.
How would I know who has worn it latest?
Maybe Zabilna would have told you, but apparently not. I'll go to walk out the door.
It rears back. Its mouth is beginning to open. Elanius, Latara, and Rival, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move to leave and go inspect the doors
Yeah.
that you just told us about.
Yeah. Let's just leave
I'm
quickly.
gonna follow Rival.
Are you running is my question, basically.
Yes.
I'm going at whatever pace Rival's going. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'd like all three of you to make athletics checks for me, as you kind of shift into a little more swift thing.
Oh no.
You do have 30-foot move speed, so you're going quickly, and this thing can do a 30-foot thing, but
30-20.
30-20. Latara?
14.
14. Elanius?
Natural 1 for a 6.
Oh,
A 6.
no.
So Elanius, you run and you stumble and you stop. Now, even though just you moving, and this thing is still kind of like, so you're trying to stumble, but you're in kind of trying to go so quick. Elanius, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this against a poison effect? Because I have resistance to that.
It's not.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Constitution. Let's go. Why can't I look up, see my stupid thing? Okay. Okay, that is going to be a... Oh. That's weird. Why are they separate? Sorry, one moment, please.
All good.
That's going to be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You feel this poison kind of like going across your body. Now, your sort of relationship with how you can feel sort of your body is different than other creatures, because it's, there's a disconnection. So I would say in this case you actually like understand what would be happening better than kind of like a living creature who might just be so shocked by it. You feel a petrifying agent trying to work its way into your flesh. Something that's going to try to turn you to stone. But whatever dark magic is keeping you alive resists any restraint that would do. And as you sort of like hop up and scramble out of the way, it does not appear that Wrath will leave his tower, but sort of glares at you before turning around. You hear flapping iron wings and Wrath alights in the center of its tower once again.
Cool, so that's going to make putting the crown on its head real hard if that's the one we have to do.
Let's see.
So, you go over to the other set of doors. They are a set of double doors. They are, what time is it here? You see a set of double doors on the other side. These are not like the main doors, and in fact, from where you are, you can actually see that, like, kind of like along this wall, approximately, let's see how far away. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. About 100 feet away on this wall, you can see like the main gates, and they're actually a little higher than you because they're sort of like a sloped kind of like walkway up. But you are at the wall leading to the castle. There's a small set of double doors ahead of you. It's not the main gates, but you see them. They have no sigil on them. They don't appear to be locked by any means.
I will open them and walk through.
Yeah, let's
Wonderful.
go.
You open the chamber, walk through. You find yourself within a candlelit workroom. It's actually kind of like shocking how dark it is in here compared to how bright it is outside, and the light from the open doors kind of just shines across very pretty starkly inside. This chamber contains tables, dressers, and bunks. It appears to be some sort of servants' quarters. You see 5 goblins standing within. Ironing clothes, darning socks, folding sheets. Not a one of them is moving.
They're like frozen?
Frozen in the midst of their activities. You see a row of brass bells mounted on one of the walls, as if they could be rung from different rooms. They seem to have labels on them of some kind, sort of showing people, who needs assistance, which room to go to. But as you sort of stand here, you hear a voice saying, "Oh dear, it would appear that you have, I believe you have come to the wrong chamber. I would love to request that you return to the pavilion and wait. I'm sure the Archface of Vilna will be able to see you very soon, but you really must go from here. Nothing to see here. Please."
And we can't see where this voice is
Make a
coming
perception check.
from. 14.
With a 14, you don't see. You're so close. If anybody else wants to look in, they can do so, I guess. It feels like
Sure.
cheating, but whatever. This is the nice game.
Cheating. I got less than that.
Cool.
Can I look in?
Sure, Latara, have a glance. Morse is like, show him up, you can do it.
Investigation or insight?
This would be
investigation?
perception.
Oh, perception. Sweet. 13.
With a 13, you also cannot see the source of the voice.
Are there, sorry.
Mhm.
Are there other doors in the servants' quarters?
There are other doors in the servants' quarters. There are, in fact, from where you're standing, you see, it's kind of dim light in here. Do you have dark vision, though, Alanius?
I don't remember. Let me check.
Weirdly might, because of
I
death.
might. I think
'Cause
it
of
gives
the-
me low light.
Sure.
I have. Maybe I don't. I do not appear to, actually.
Then make another perception check as you peer around, no longer looking at the voice, but just the room itself, and make it at disadvantage, because this would be kind of outside the range of any, it's a bit of the way across the way.
You said it's another perception check?
It is another perception check.
Alright, it's a 12 again.
You think there's probably some doors, like, across the room, not directly ahead, kind of across and up to the left, but you can't see for sure. But this voice is going to say, yes, I really, I don't want to have to ask you again.
Can I insight check that to see if it's threatening or just like...
Sure.
Damn it. Okay, 9.
You're not sure. It sounds polite, so that's hard to tell. Yes, Latara?
Can I insight it to see if I recognize it, like, before?
Sure, go ahead and roll an insight check to see if this seems like a familiar presence. And then, what were you going to do, Rival? Latara, what we got?
Well, my dice says fuck.
So
Nice.
Pierce, thanks.
Those
So,
Pierce dice. So good.
okay. So, you guys have no sense of it, but Rival, you were about to try something, it sounded like.
Just say we have been waiting for Zabilna. She summoned us here.
There is a quick inhalation. What are your names?
Rival.
The rest of you?
Alanius.
Atara.
From behind, actually from, not even behind, like from the side of one of the dressers, kind of against the wall, you see something folding out of it. A flat, parchment-like figure that then turns and is much broader and slowly begins to puff itself back up. This figure, kind of as it like is returning to sort of a three-dimensional shape, looks at you all and says, "Of course. My name is Thinnings. Forgive the delay, and welcome to the Palace of Heart's Desire." Kind of shakes a hand as the final flat hand puffs back out. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
And I'm sorry, what was the name, Philip?
Oh, what is this?
Thinnings.
Thinning?
Of course.
Because reasons.
He's a skinny legend.
Legend?
He's my new favorite character. Wait.
Thinnings?
Really?
Interesting. Man. More Steel goes, it kind of hurts my feelings here. You said that, but that's fine.
No,
On my own abandonment issues I have, it's not going to be bad.
no, Marcel, you're still my favorite. I just have a lot of favorites.
Haven't spoken to my mother since I was 3 years old. Anyway, more Steel. Well, that will end tonight's session. Wonderful time, everyone. You continue your way through this Palace of Heart's Desire. You've actually now made it inside. You've seen most of the gardens, and you have now entered the palace, and perhaps we'll find out just what the hell is going on here, or not. But you also got to meet...
It's so creepy and wonderful and
Thinning.
riddly. And...
Yeah. It's a lot of riddles, a lot of stuff.
Continue.
And also, you met a centaur who's not in the book, but that's what the potions of summoning give you. They give you dudes from cults.
Great.
Oh
See, if you'd rolled a different number, you might have just ended up with like a big dumb thing that would have pulled stuff out for you and not tried to give you creepy back rubs and talk to you about, becoming a better person or suppressive tieflings.
Where's the fun in that?
That is true. Oh no, I'm thrilled that Sunshine. Good day, Sunshine. Well, thank you so much for checking out our stream tonight. If you like what you see here, you can follow us or you can subscribe. If you are on Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription for that. You might have already used it on this channel or others. Wherever you have your free linked Prime sub, make sure you renew it because they make you, because it's weird. We also have other fun games, such as Blood from a Stone on Friday. You guys did not roll me a natural 13 tonight, did you?
No.
That's for shame.
Sorry.
Because today is the 13th, we decided that any 13s would count on their dread clock, but didn't happen. And you know what? That's okay. The 13s will come when they come. We did get 2 last week on D100s on the same stealth check, which was really fun. And then on Sundays, we got a game called Here Be Dragons that is kicking off in a big way. Some shenanigans happened last night on Here Be Dragons, and I strongly advise everyone to check that one out. There's some real crazy stuff going on. We have a Discord. We have recaps of our shows on there. That's cool. There's an About page here on Twitch. You can find out about all of these wonderful players. Anything anybody wants to plug or talk about or mention or say or complain about.
We are trying to get to 1,000 followers, and we're pretty far from it on TikTok, so we can go live and expand our audience a little bit. So please follow TikTok, Long Lost Lore.
TikTok at Long Lost Lore.
Yes.
Follow us also on Twitter at Long Lost Lore and on Instantgram at Long Lost Lore RPG.
Close.
It's not Long Lost Lore RPG?
Wait.
Oh, no, it's not Instantgram.
Instantgram.
Very close. Yeah,
What do you mean?
you almost got it.
Instagram.
Good job.
They're
Wait,
like-
what's the TikTok?
Just long lost lore.
Oh, it's just okay.
Long Lost Lore. Anybody else want to plug things?
Sure. Two things. So I did forget to mention it last week when I started doing it, and I did it once randomly here. During the month of December, every Monday when I play on Wellness Beyond the Witchlight, I'm gonna do a sub randomly, gift a sub at like, I don't know, 8:30ish like I did tonight. So that's fun just for the month of December because a lot of holidays happening in December, stuff like that.
Well, that's so nice. Thank you for that.
Of course. And I do have one more thing here.
Has to turn off the thing so it shows when he
Oh,
holds it
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Um,
I get it.
I have mentioned this before, but the support has been fantastic. Thank you. This is my girlfriend's book, Rail Walkers. It is a queer Western revenge novel available on Amazon as either a ebook or a physical book. I did get confirmation yesterday that the audiobook should be available by the end of the month.
Ooh. So it is the year, in fact.
It is coming.
Very good.
So Rail Walkers, check it out. It's cool.
Very cool. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. It is so appreciated. Come back in around 8:30 if you want to maybe get a free sub from Alanius, which is super nice. But I think that
Thank
will
you,
wrap
Pierce.
things up for now. So listen, until next time. As wild as things got, as all the new people we met who maybe have some crazy ideas given to them by leaders, maybe we heard some odd things in More Still's past, maybe we met Envy and Wrath who really don't necessarily correlate to their 7 deadly sins names. Maybe we're all about this guy Thinnings until you hear him talk a little bit, and then you might not like him so much. Once you hear him like.
Pierce. I'm Philip.
In any case,
I haven't had a lot of sleep.
that's fine. Well then,
For the past 6 days.
then to you, then to you more than anyone, Laura, I'm going to say,
Losing my mind.
be well. Be well.
And don't forget to flagellate yourself for the leader.
That is true.
Oh my
and if
goodness
the leader wants to watch you do it. Good night, everybody.
Hey, good night.
Bye.